So welcome to CPL 7 here at Western Province Cricket Club. It's the Under-16 Girls Cup game that you are watching. And it's the two sides, All Stars who are in white playing from right to left on your screens versus the Royals in their familiar blue strip playing from left to right. And immediate interception from the All Stars that get a circle entry, play it into the top of the D. It's intercepted, and it's the Royals that come out with a free hit, and they were outlet. So quite a nice high press employed by the All Stars to start this match. 4 quarters and 12 minutes for each quarter. And this is the first day of the cup section here in Cape Town. Ball gets played to the T. Nice work down the byline. Played into the D. And well defended once again by the Royals, who have been under pressure in these opening stages of the match. And again, a nice high press from the All Stars. And nicely played out of that press by the Royals. And momentum's just slowed down a little bit down the right-hand side, but now the pass has got away, and a timely intervention by the left half from the All Stars. So some neat interplay down this right-hand side, and a lovely way that they work themselves out of that press. Out to the right half, into the midfield, out again, and then working it down this right-hand side. So the good for the Royals to get some time in opposition territory, as they also employ a nice high press. Not as aggressive, as they just hold off slightly and allow the ball to be played out to the left half. Sometimes not a bad ploy as you allow that left half to run into contact. And here you can see the high-lying strikers from the Royals just putting pressure and letting the ball go out to the right-hand side. It's a good, neat run, but played into, and a pocket created, but a hit one by the All Stars, and they played down that right-hand side touchline. And there's the girls is upended, and it's a penalty corner to the All Stars for deliberate infringement in the 23-meter area. So often you see players making that rash tackle in that left-hand area, especially when they're outdone for pace. And it was the All Stars who were getting nice momentum down that right-hand side. And then that stick check and body interference from the Royals, and they concede a penalty corner. It goes to the second castle, the missed trap, and it goes out, and there is was almost a chance of a good counter attack, but it's slowed down. The Royals now look to set up a platform as it's the All Stars who just hang off into a 3-quarter press now. Played into the midfield quite easily, but intercepted neatly in the midfield. And now the counter attack from the All Stars into the top of the circle. Shot comes in. Well, striker found themselves in a lot of space, but it was the Royals keeper that got out beautifully and narrowed the angle. But shaky times for the Royals as they've been done in the midfield, and as the ball's been played into the midfield, the counter-attack came and they found space and players high and unmarked in Royals D. Now again, worked down the left-hand channel, intercepted, picked up again, and All Stars come, space to work with, looking for the shot for the far post, just that the execution of the skill isn't exactly what was intended. Play down the byline again, and it's a nice run, and they've won themselves a long corner. All Stars look to play down the right-hand side. Good circle entry. Again, stick interference, and the second penalty corner is awarded. That's really good use of space. You know, many players, or many teams will look to bash it in from that left-hand side area, use the long ball, maybe recycle, but they realized that there was space to the right. They were able to get the ball to the right-hand side and get in behind the defense and again induce a rash tackle. So, can they get the trap right this time? Ball comes out to the first castle. Look to hit the big smash in there, and it's a wild swing, and it's hit to the Royals. Royals look to get some fast ball out down the right. Again, neatly played into the right hand area, but ball is possession is coughed up as a speculative pass is played into that midfield zone. Now the big overhead, and wow, it's played straight into a Royals player, so danger on Royals ball. Nice little dink down the right hand side, looking for strikers. Neatly dealt with by the All Stars, who ran into a bit of contact, but have done quite well to find a pass, and another pass down the left hand side. So All Stars into the D. The turn comes in. The flat tackle is good by the Royals, and in turn look to break out. Space to work with. Unfortunately, the execution of the pass just goes awry, and it's All Stars again that will look to come out. Double turnovers in the midfield, and that'll give the Royals some space to work with. So just running out of options as a player on the ball just didn't have any support, but decides to go back and recycle. And it's now the All Stars that are just summing up their options. They look to go right. Again, that ball from right to left into the midfield is often been the undoing of both sides, as there are plenty of players in that midfield area. So, Royals with an attack. Pretty well thwarted by the All Stars. And some neat skill to get out of the midfield and look to try and get one of those strikers away. Heavy tackle, heavy challenge, and hit one by the All Stars. So restart, and the platform set. The Royals have gone deep and just send one of those, look, as you can see in your screen, number 19 looking to get up high and try and challenge the ball. One of the pivots on the ball. So Royals win ball. Reverse hit down the line is intercepted. And both sides just need to maybe keep ball for longer periods rather than go for speculative passes. Go for the 100% pass, get the eyes up, make the contacts, keep the ball for longer periods, get the other team running. You would imagine the All Stars with 2 minutes to go, or just over 2 minutes and some change to go, they've probably had the better of the game as the Royals break out. That's a good ball towards the right idea. Getting it out into those wide channels, able to utilize that space as it's a circle entry. The cross comes in. And, it's dealt with pretty well by the Royals, but it hits the wrong side of the stick. And the umpire's indicating there, and it's All Stars' third corner of this first quarter. 2 minutes to go. First corner was a missed trap. Second one was an attempted straight strike. blustery conditions here in Cape Town. It's the season for the southeaster. We've got a very, very strong southeaster blowing into the faces of the All-Stars girls. Injection goes to the second castle. Trap much better. Going for the drag flick. And it's quite hard to drag flick on the surface. The surface that is going to be it's going to be lifted, and a new surface placed. The new Belgatech state-of-the-art surface is going to be put onto this Province Cricket Club B turf next year. But it's a sand surface that they're playing on, and it's often very difficult in these dry, blustery conditions to get enough purchase on the ball when drag flicking. So All-Stars ball in the midfield. Played wide. Inside run. That's a good run. Looking for that ball, and it's coming to a neat area, and it's a goal scored. And a beautiful goal as it came from left to right. Played into that 9-yard area and neatly trapped by the number 51 in the All-Stars side. And it's 1-0 to the All-Stars from open play. What was so good about that goal is that the left wing came off the left foot and changed the point of attack, and was then able to thread that left to right diagonal ball into the danger zone. And eventually it got the play on the far post, and a neat goal. It's one of those goals that every coach loves because it's good build-up play. You've got players in the right area of the field, especially with a centre forward in that 9-yard area, and a right outside striker on the far post, and then also your left wing being able to bounce off that left foot, get the eyes up, look for the pass from left to right. And that's the end of the first quarter. We'll join you for the second quarter shortly. It's the All-Stars versus the Royals in the Cup here at Western Province Cricket Club. It was Nina Kutsia who scored from open play for the All-Stars. Neatly taken goal. And it's the All-Stars playing into a stiff breeze. And it's a restart from Luan van Wyk, who's playing on this Lua van Wyk from on the left-hand side, and they work it down that right-hand side beautifully into play, inside, outside, and down to the byline, looking for the striker. Shot comes in, and another penalty corner for the All-Stars. Penalty corner number 4. And that was good play because it started with Lua van Wyk on that left-hand side, was worked all the way to the right-hand side, down the line, circle entry, penalty corner 1 again. Coach of the All-Stars must be pretty happy with that outcome, being able to utilize the space on the pitch. Execution of the passes were good, execution of the traps, and the vision to play it into space was great. So another corner for the All-Stars. Play to the top. Goes to castle number 1. They go for this, looking like they were trying to execute the zigzag. It's well defended by the Royals. Who will concede a long corner. Good brave tackling there by the Royals. Good flat stick tackling. It's always brave when a defender gets into the face of an attacker who's about to unleash a shot and is able to make that flat stick tackle. And that's exactly what the Royals did. They look to bounce back in the second quarter, get themselves back into the game. They've got the wind at their back. Better play down the left, better ball pace as it went into the midfield out. But as they work it down that left-hand side, you can see how many white shirts flood the ball carrier. Now played into the midfield and well won. Now it's the breakaway, and it's Naikavanga or Havanga who had the ball on the right-hand side. Ball carry goes in. Comes into the 9-yard area, comes off the keeper, and the breakout now from the Royals, who are under tremendous pressure. They do win a hit. So Tatum McDonald, who's playing for their left-hand side here for the All-Stars. And she was putting on some pretty good pressure on the ball carrier of the Royals. Ball carry down the right again, played into the D, and there was an infringement. So Royals ball. You can just see the ball pace is slow on the sand surface, but they're still able to get the ball into the midfield, which is good, and a good carry down the right-hand side. Now there's something to work with for the Royals. Played into the D. Eyes come up, the cross comes in, and that's a great goal. It's a really well-worked goal from the Royals. First time they've really got themselves into a good position to score, and they do so with aplomb. Scored by the number 43. We're not sure what the name is, but it's a lovely open play goal. Sweeping movement down the right-hand side. Right off into the midfield. The carry down the right. The connection in the 9-yard area. And then the execution to get the goal for them and get themselves back into this game and against the run of play. It's been the All-Stars for the entire game. The Royals have really been working off scraps, and that was the first real good move that they've had. It's put pressure on the All-Stars, and they've conceded. The All-Stars look to get themselves back into the game, and they will get themselves their 5th penalty corner. So open play goal ties it up at 1-1. All-Stars looking to hit back. So Anna Burdell is looking for the ball to inject. First Castle used, they go, get back for that option of the zigzag, but it's neatly read by the Royals. All-Stars a little bit guilty of being a bit predictable, but this is a good breakout by the Royals, connecting, got players high. Now they look for the far post. Player gets back and makes a good tackle, but that's a lovely move once again by the Royals, who have been able to run into space, find players higher up the field, which is such a good thing. And they'll take heart from the second quarter, as they just struggle to get meaningful connections in that first quarter. Game's starting to open up a bit, and ball won by the Royals. play into the midfield, but probably not the right option, as there was space out to the right to utilize. Playing it into the cauldron in the midfield is always difficult, especially when teams have set up pockets for players to play into, and once that pass is made into that pocket, well, then players converge on that ball carrier, win ball very quickly, and then counter-attack. It's so important that your midfield blockers and receivers receive ball and are able to play towards the ball, receive it, and be able to hold up possession and not lose possession in that vital midfield area. So Royals on the ball, lots of space out on this right hand side. The carry now into All Stars territory, and well, the connection is just not made, but the idea is right. Well, this half, or this quarter, has flown by. 4 minutes left in the second quarter before the halftime break. Goal from Nina Kutsia from open play. Got the All-Stars 1-0 up. And it looked like they were the dominant side, but it's the Royals that have hit back from a glorious goal to make it 1-1 in this second quarter. The game, as I said earlier, just starting to open up a little bit. Players starting to make the important passes. Players starting to get high up the field, and midfielders able to connect with them. So interceptions made, and quick run down the left-hand side. A quick gather, a quick look, and looking to keep probing down that left-hand side. So ball neatly intercepted by the All-Stars, and they're quite happy to hold possession and just win a hit and work their way out of the danger zone deep in their own half. Now the overhead over the press and into the midfield, and the umpires awarded that to the Royals. The Royals now, they go into contact, and it's well dealt with by the All-Stars on the breakout. Unfortunately, the ball is lost out wide, and it's a Royals ball on the left-hand side. Good play from the Royals as they go in and out and then look to play this right-hand side channel. That's a little bit of a dangerous ball, but they are able to retain possession and carry. Good delaying tactics from the All-Stars as they flood players back on the angle and just delay the Royals' counter-attack or build-up play. Blind pass, intercepted. So it was Tatum McDonald who tried to run that ball after interception, and now it's the Royals who've won it. And they've lost it. There was an infringement, and All-Stars now working it out through Tatum McDonald. Plenty of turnovers from both sides now as teams just cough up possession, especially on the counter, or trying to make rash decisions on trying to find a connection. So it looks like our clock on the screen is a little bit slow. So it's a half-time break here at the Western Province Cricket Club B pitch, and it's the All Stars 1, Royals 1. Welcome back to the third quarter in this cup encounter of CPL 7. It's in the under 16 division of the cup, and it's the All Stars versus the Royals. It's 1-all. It's the All Stars that led in the first quarter. They had a good start and they scored through Nina Kutsia. But it's been the All Stars who came back with a beautiful goal to make it 1-all in the second quarter. Now we starting this third quarter. All Stars from left to right on your screens with the wind at their back. A strong breeze blowing here in Cape Town. All Stars now with a quick pass and a break into Royals territory, but easily dealt with by the Royals as they look to come out down this right-hand side. They win possession and have a hit on this right-hand side touchline. And they set up a good base. And their outletting has been much better, as I say that. They almost cough it up, but unforced error. So they win the ball back. And the Royals, who play the ball into that midfield area, quite a dangerous ball, but they get it out and then to the left-hand side. Options summed up, but just a bit isolated, and it's the All-Stars who will break out now. And working it through the goal scorer, Nina Kutsia. Nina Kutsia plays PSI as well, I see. Boylan Foxes. and was with the All-Stars plate side last year. Now playing in the cup side and scoring goals on debut in the cup side. Higher press now from the All-Stars. The All-Stars will be quite happy just to push up and manipulate where the ball is played and then flood numbers around the ball carrier. The Royals retain possession. So always difficult to get things going with regard to presses, and most of these sides have only had 2 or 3 practices, and then to come out in the very first game and get the press right and almost are work in progress. And as the ball gets played to the left-hand side, well, if that was picked up, well, it was a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. So often after the first match, coaches can really stamp their authority and start to talk about areas that these teams can improve on, work on the press and where players need to be, and try gain some understanding. Many of these players haven't played together before. Ball gets played towards the byline and it's a 16-yard hit. So it's all about that communication, and as it's played into the midfield, neat tackle in the midfield, lots of pressure in that midfield area. Good play from the All-Stars as they flood those areas and make life difficult for anyone receiving in those central areas in the midfield. So as I was saying, it's about getting that continuity, getting that flow, and that's beautifully worked out on that left-hand side. Play to the right, neat 1-2, and now well, they look to get into the circle, and the ball is still played alive, and nicely played alive, and it's another penalty corner. Penalty corner number 6 for the All-Stars. And there was some great skill down that left-hand side channel, played into the midfield, played it down to this right-hand side, and then kept in play. It's never say die attitude, and I think that came from Eva Miller, who was the South African under-16B player, who was able to keep the ball in play and win a free hit. So Eva Miller doing very, very well there. Now it's corner time for the All-Stars. Played short. Now they look to go for the far post deflection. It is played in. It's a bit of an unforced error as the goalkeeper went down, and it just hit inside of her protective pad area, and rolls in just over the goal line. So an unfortunate goal to concede from a penalty corner. And it's the All-Stars that have got themselves back into this game after being so dominant early on. They were almost shocked when the Royals scored. And now they've been able to work a penalty corner and quite fortuitously have scored from it. They went short, and almost looked like they were looking for a deflection in front of the goalkeeper. Ball played in again. So Royals look to outlet and into the midfield and out again, but the connection isn't made. So umpire just asking them to move the ball to the correct spot. Couple of 1-2s, and now trying to work that byline. It's the Royals that win possession. And it's the quick breakout, and it's a good one. Lovely interplay down the right-hand side. They've shown us that when they do get space to work with, they are able to really be dangerous, especially when working it down the right-hand side. So ball carried into the circle, played, needs a little turn, a lovely little turn. No one at home when the cross comes in, but they've won it again, and it's just fired wide. So much better play for the Royals. Could so easily have been another sucker punch goal. I've only had precious little opportunity to score and to get time in All Stars territory. The cross comes in now. Again, players just slow to get into that dangerous area and win ball for the Royals and create that much needed chance. Ball played into the midfield. Cross comes in, it's a dangerous one, it bobbles around. Shot comes in, and it's a goal. Well, they've got exactly that. They've got themselves back into this game. And I think it's, look for the number. But it was actually it's number 18, I think, Georgia Nicklin from Herschel. Georgia Nicklin, who receives ball with a keeper to beat and does very, very well to turn. And Georgia has had a good game so far in this encounter. Been quite dangerous in those high-lying areas. But has had to work with precious little. So 2-2. Open play goal. And it's the All-Stars that have been shocked twice. Every time they found that they've got themselves back into the game, they feel like they've got the ascendancy, and Royals have just come back at them. Georgia Nicklin. Super goal from her. So tails up for the All-Stars. Deflection comes in, and it's another goal. It's come out of nowhere. Well, the ball was played in, and a beautiful deflection on the reverse stick. And out of nowhere, the Royals have bounced back into this game. And it's 3-2. And the All-Stars will be kicking themselves. They'll be thinking, how did this happen? So dominant for long periods of this game. And they've just taken the foot off the gas and have allowed the Royals to come back into this game. So that was a neat deflection there. Couldn't get a number, unfortunately, but a neat deflection past the keeper and exactly in the right place. And the cross comes in. You've got strikers who prepare to get flat, almost on her knees, deflecting that ball with her outstretched reverse stick and just getting the touch, and getting that deception past the keeper. And that's exactly what you need. So, super goal for the Royals, 3-2 up. We always talk about this third quarter being the moving quarter, 1-1 at half-time. The All-Stars go 2-1 up with maybe not the best goal ever, but They seem to get themselves back into the game, but now they've conceded twice. It's the Royals that have seemed to have woken up somehow. As that's the end of the third quarter. It ends in the third quarter, 3-2. 1 quarter to play. We'll be back after the short break. So we're back live for this final quarter. And the Royals, who were 2-1 down in that third quarter, worked their way back to 3-2. That third goal scored by Aisha Hendricks. We've just been able to see on the replay the Herschel girl from and also Western Province under 16, a player with a brilliant reverse stick deflection. Really in the right place in the right time. So Aisha Hendricks doing magnificent work and doing what strikers do best, poach on that near post with a lovely deflection. So All Stars working it down the left hand side, looking for options. They go through Nina Kutsia, who scored their first goal. A couple of yardsticks, moving it around, looking for options, but the umpire says there was an infringement. But it is the All Stars that have won it back again. Will pass under the shoulder, which is always a good one. But no one on the same page, unfortunately, up high to work it. And it's a good ball played under the shoulder to the far post. Someone always needs to be on that far post or running that line. So, All Stars now. Good carry, lovely tackle. And, it's going to be All Stars ball as the stick was lost in the tackle. Ball played again, good turn. Lovely work, but again, very good low flat tackling from the Royals. So it's do or die now for the All Stars as they look to press high up the field, but they do eventually intercept, but they're quite happy to intercept it to higher up the field and further back towards their territory. And the Royals nice and compact, you can see in the midfield, which is just making sure that the All Stars struggle to play into that midfield, but they've done well from wide left to coming on the inside. And look at this run down the left hand side into the D, trying to win themselves a penalty corner, and they do so, and that's beautifully worked. And as the trap was on the far left hand touchline, it looked like she was totally isolated, and then the turn and the run down the left hand side and still to win a penalty corner. So 7 penalty corners for the All Stars. Goes to the second castle. The flick comes in. Save is made. Rebound. Still ball for the All-Stars. Ball gets played into the 9-yard area. It's scrambling around, hits the wrong side of the stick. Oh, players flying into that area, trying to get ball. It bobbles around a bit, and finally the infringement goes the way of the Royals. Played into the midfield area, coughed up, won by the All-Stars. Under the shoulder pass again. No striker thinking, well, maybe I should get onto that byline. Well, by the time they think that, the pass is gone. So, penalty corner, 1. Well, unforced error there. I think it hit the wrong side of the stick, and umpire has given another penalty corner. Well, the penalty corner count has been 8 penalty corners for the All-Stars. Royals haven't even had a corner. They are 3-2 up. Can they get themselves back into the game? Goes on to the forehand. Now they work. Oh, the attempted hit is unfortunately a freshie, and it'll be Royals' ball. 1 again. It's the All-Stars throwing everything into this game, having led for long periods of the game. It's becoming a little bit frantic as the Royals go over the top and over the press, and it's a neat little over it into the wind, which pegs back the All-Stars. Won by the Royals. Lovely play out wide. The cross comes into the danger zone. No one in on that angle. And, well dealt with by Doyanika Meirang in goals from Parel Filet, Boland under 16A goalkeeper. Royals trying to work it in there, but infringement, and All-Stars ball. So All-Stars trying to get themselves up the field. They just lose it and fortunately win it back, and now they've got some space to work with. Down that left-hand side, just can't connect. A reverse stick trap, just couldn't get that ball on the end of the stick and work it towards goal. Down the line it goes. A neat play down the right-hand side. Player receiving the ball, turning, winning the hit, and now there's lots of acres of space to work with. The cross comes in for the far post. It's Meirang who makes a real timely intervention there. Was covering the near post, which she needed to do. Was able to get across and just stop that that cross going on to the far post, looking for a higher player. And the Royals had players in the right areas. Now, All-Stars, good run, but it's congested and nowhere to go. Still wins the hit. Played towards goal and cleared out. And it's a quick pass into the midfield. 1. And it's All-Stars. And play it from right to left on that diagonal pass, but well read by the Royals defence. Again, just so dangerous playing that ball into the midfield. If you lose ball like that with so many white shirts around, there's gonna be a quick counter attack. So often it's better to go to the safer option, which they do now, and now they're going to that midfield, and it's one. So a little bit more patience when outletting. This is a good ball through. Just again that reverse stick trap eludes the striker. Now the run from the Royals, using the wide areas, then they get it back, and now the shot comes in, and it's a goal. That shot came out of who turned and uses that backspace beautifully. And can you believe it? It's the Royals that are 4-2 up. So what Botley did so well is that she received the ball and there were players that were congested around it, but she used the backspace so well. Got it onto that right foot and was able to pivot and turn on that right foot, get the shot away and score. So Kira Bottomley from St Cyprian's makes it 4-2. All played into the All-Stars. Totally shocked, this All-Stars side. It's been the Royals that have come back in this second half, third quarter. They were 2-1 down early on in that third quarter. They ended the third quarter 3-2 up. And now the killer blow in this fourth and final quarter. They've been able to break out with a lot of pace. And we're just working on some very good options. They had a couple of almost a one-on-one with the keeper, another cross that came in, and then players on the far post. They really worked themselves back into this game and started to create some nice chances after a very slow start. All-Stars interception, now played into the midfield, lovely pass. It was played by Charlie Skinstad from Herschel. Interesting enough, Charlie Skinstad on the left-hand side. She was selected to play for Surrey, and also under 13 national UK champions. So their trade here back in South Africa. And that's the end of the game here. It ends 4-2 to the Royals. They came back from 2-1 down to win this game. It's a wonderful comeback from the under-16 side from the Royals in this cup game. It ends at full time here at Western Province Cricket Club B. It's Royals 4, All-Stars 2. I've got Georgia and Dania here from the Royals who've just come back from 2-1 down to win this game 3-2. You must be delighted after that start.
Definitely.
You go down 2-1, you must have thought, well, how are we going to get back into this game?
I think the team still knew, and we all we motivated each other, and we didn't keep our heads down, and I think it worked in the end. We kept motivating each other.
Did you change anything tactically?
No, but I think that our coach said we need to work better and focus more on our basics, and I think after that we leveled up a bit.
You've got some pacey strikers, haven't you? And you utilised the space down the right-hand side beautifully.
Definitely, yes. Our strikers made amazing leads this game.
So tell me about how you were feeling after conceding the first goal, and then you got yourselves back into it, then the second goal came, and then you thought, wow, the third quarter, you girls just turned it on.
I think at halftime everybody realised it's the first time we've got to make a good impression, and we were ready to go there, and the games are done yet, so I think that mentality helped a lot.
Well done. We wish you well for the rest of the tournament.